Okay, I'm chronically online, and I've been seeing so much about these veneer techs and these like lip injection people. Um, I just need to talk. We just need to chat. We just need to talk our shit. Because what the fuck is going on? I know the economy is bad, and we're trying to figure out side hustles and be entrepreneurs. And technically, I'm an entrepreneur, but like literally, when you hear stuff like this going on, I do not want to associate with those people. I'm just someone who's trying to do things that I like. I'm trying to do things that I like. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just make content and get a side hustle. That is what I'm trying to do. But some of these people are going way too fucking far, so we're gonna talk about it. So there's the two biggest things are the veneer techs, which do you guys know what a veneer tech is? No. Okay, so the veneer techs are these people who are in Atlanta, Georgia right now that are going around selling courses on how to put on veneers. If you guys don't know anything about veneers, you can't do it if you're not a dentist. And in order to be a dentist, it takes 5 to 6 years. You see, how long does this course take? You got it. 2 days. A 2-day course, okay? Anyone can be a veneer tech. And they're drilling down people's teeth. They're putting on what will be temporary veneers as permanent veneers. Yeah. And people are actually paying these people to fuck with their mouth. I know. I know. I understand. You're shocked. As someone who I did break my tooth, if you can see, it's shaped right here. I broke my tooth in December because I fell on one of the. I could tell the whole story on why I fell and stuff, but I fell. I broke my tooth. There's still some pieces of tooth in my lip. It's a mess. But my lips are a little bit more plumpy now, so at least I don't have to go to these lip injector people either. So that's fine. But yeah, I've been so terrified of going to a dentist in America that I'm like, I'm gonna wait until I'm in Japan because I don't trust American dentists, like professional dentists, because I'm terrified my teeth is gonna get fucked up. How are y'all going to unprofessionals, like people who just took like a online course? How are y'all doing that? And I know some people go to like Turkey to get their teeth done because it's cheaper. Even that always sussed me out. So I'm like, what the fuck are y'all? I don't, and it's cheaper, but like, here's the thing. Cheaper is not better. That's why like I rather go to Japan because I know the quality is good. It is not cheap for the average person. Like for if I got my teeth fixed in Japan, it is just because I live in America and I get paid American money, it is cheap to me. And so there's kind of a difference there. There is a huge difference there because like it being affordable to me because I am from a country with like a higher currency, it's different than like, oh, it normally costs 10,000. I'll give it to you for 1,000. What's the catch? Because that sounds like a catch, right? And they're also putting stuff on on top of decayed teeth, because a lot of people, like my teeth, they weren't that bad before I chipped them. They're not that bad now, but I do have like a little bit of gingivitis. Like it's kind of a problem. It was a real big problem a few years ago, but I've like gotten better about it. Gluing on things when someone has like gingivitis or anything or decay honestly makes it so they have to pull those teeth out, and then they're gonna end up with dentures, baby. Like at that point, if you're okay with the idea to save some money to potentially get on dentures, just go straight to that. At that point, go straight to dentures. Yeah, just go straight to dentures because like here's the thing, dentures also are expensive, and they're not like, you have to maintain them. You have to go in a few times every single year and get them redone, refixed, and redone to your mouth. But if you're gonna if you're gonna just take all your teeth out anyway, get veneers are not the way. I think that veneers have that image now because they're seen as permanent, but they're not. Also, like, even if you go to a real veneer person, veneers aren't actually permanent. You have to actually change them out every like 7 years or something. And a lot of people do not recommend veneers to begin with because in order to put the teeth in, you have to like file them down, and that can wear out your actual teeth, and it will make it easier for you to have to get dentures in the future. Like, you can fuck your mouth up because you basically are like sawing it down to a little bit, and if something happens, if you eat something hard or anything happens, you're pretty much gonna have dentures anyway. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, so there's like And like, here's the thing. There's also a lady that came up online and was like, she had to get it removed. And they can't remove it. They can't figure it out. Dentists can't figure it out. And she's like, fucked. And I feel so bad for this lady. She's like, you know, you're the veneer tech. You're supposed to know this. But like, also, I think that sometimes when we're going to use a lot of money, and yes, we want to save money, we should do some research. Because the veneer tech is not a thing. It just became a thing. Also, dental services, probably don't go on Instagram to get your dental services done. I don't know. I'm like, even sometimes with my nails, I get freaked out to go to like a Instagram place. I have tried a few Instagram places, but it kind of terrifies me. So I cannot imagine getting your like teeth or your lips or like plastic surgery done, and they're not a real company either, by like random people in their homes from an Instagram thing. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, girly? Like, I don't, and maybe that makes me elitist, but what are we doing? But also, this is your hard-earned money, right? This is something that, like, and also your lips, your mouth, that's something that you look at all the time. Yes, like a botched boob job and a botched, like, BBL sucks, right? But at least it's not right in your face. I cannot imagine fucking with my face. This is my money maker. This is what, as a server, even as an influencer, this is what makes me the money, okay? Like, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna fuck up our things. We're gonna think about it. We're not gonna just click buy. And also, they have these these online people have rules as if it's like a fucking hair salon, like what the at home hair from their apartment hair salon. You know, like, have your hair washed, have your this done, do this and that, and there's a fee for this, a late fee, a lunch fee, an everything fee. Which, honestly, if you want me to talk about that too, like the whole like Black community and like how we take the entrepreneurship a little too far, because here's the thing, 90% of these businesses are Black businesses. Come on, girlies, come on, let's not fucking do that. And like, maybe I can't talk about the Black community as much because like although I'm half Black, I wouldn't say that I'm in the Black community per se, but let's just not, like, like, we're not helping the stereotypes that, like, Black people are scammers. Like, that's it's giving, scammer, because they're scamming people. And so then you can't be like, well, and here's the thing, it becomes a stereotype because a lot of people do it over time. It's nothing to do with you as a person, but, like, unless you're doing it, then it does have to do with you as a person. There's also people, and so I'm gonna go into like the lip thing. So there's like these, basically there's like these shot things, but they don't actually have needles in them. They're like they're like hydronic pens or whatever. So basically they like pierce into your mouth, but they don't like with air, and so like they can go anywhere, right? It's not FDA approved at all or anything, but like it's pretty much like the liquid that they use for like lip injections, for fillers, stuff like that liquid. There's a lady who is teaching courses on how to do it without a license, without a doctorate, and some people are starting to go to the hospital. They're and if you cannot take out if you can't take out the filler, you basically end up with, they have to either cut your lips off, or you end up with necrosis, which, if you guys don't know what necrosis is, which is terrifying, is when your lip, like any part of your body actually, it turns black and it dies off. That's why, like, if you like cut your foot too bad, like the reason why they amputate is because if necrosis spreads, you lose more and more parts of your body. And I've learned that from my girl Meredith. I watch a lot of Grey's Anatomy. My whole thing is, if y'all are Grey's Anatomy fans, how can you go to these people? I just don't understand. I've watched enough of these like horror stories on Grey's Anatomy to be like, yeah, not my thing at all. But some of y'all will be like, it won't happen to me. That's crazy. That's wild. I would say, like, if you really want lip injections that bad, I would say save up, save your money. Let's figure out, like, let's get on, like, let's, like, okay, this is a future goal. It doesn't have to be a right now goal. Like, let's work our ass off. Let's work our ass off and just slowly get there. We don't have to get there in a day. Rome was not built in a day, guys. Like, it's okay to save your money. Because here's the thing. If you do this and you lose your lips and, like, I don't even know how, I don't know what the lips actually do. But like I said, if you're getting cosmetic surgeries done, I assume that you're in an industry where like your looks do matter, and then you're not thinking about your looks over time. You can't be cheap about certain things. And like imagine just having someone who does not have like does not have a medical practice, does not know how to do anything in your like injecting things into you. It's just like that BBL, like actually it was cement issue. And also, even if it wasn't that, like let's say it was not beauty products, but like with the BBLs and stuff like that, like they could easily just take your organs. Like you could pay someone and they could just take your organs. Let's just really think about that. Like let's be safe. No, because I literally like I think there was like, oh no, I was watching Shameless and I love that show, but like Frank needed a new like liver or something because his liver was going under, and they paid this guy like, oh, we can do this, like here's a few $1,000,000. I don't even know if it's money. It's like it's a lot of money though. Like they used a lot of money to get Frank this surgery illegally, right? Turns out that his organs were stolen, like completely fucking stolen. And so then, because it's Frank and he's lucky, like they end up going to the hospital and he ends up getting a new liver, but he shouldn't have. Like that's wild. Also, a lot of the characters in Shameless are not the smartest. But yeah, and that's a TV show, okay? I wouldn't be surprised. Like I used to hear a lot as a kid, not now, but as a kid I used to hear a lot about harvesting like organs and how that's a big industry, and like be careful when you go to dentists and doctors. Like I maybe we don't have that fear anymore, and we should bring that fear back. Because, and also it might be because I'm Japanese, and Japanese people, like there was like I think in the 90s there was a huge thing where like organs were actually being harvested and like kids were being stolen. Because I should look this up, because I remember my mom telling me about this, and I don't know how true or how much information about this is, but like yeah, like kids used to get stolen for organ harvesting, like legitimately, just so from parks and things like that. There was even like a lot of TV shows. There was like, I remember watching a show as a kid that was kind of like Taken, but it's like Japanese Taken, and like the kid, like this woman, like she lost her child and she like kept looking for him. I don't remember how it ended, but I'm pretty sure it was like a whole like trafficking scheme, and like they like killed the kids. It was a traumatic ass show, and like crazy shit happens in Japan. So maybe if you guys can find this show for me, or like we can find the show, maybe I'll review it on one of my channels. But like that show is so fucking traumatic to me, and I remember it even like 15-20 years later. I don't know why my mom let me watch that show, dude, at all. I have no clue. But yeah, like there's a point where we're trying to save money. That's stupid. Let's not try to save money. Like let's just try, I don't know, like sometimes, and I'm as someone who's having financial problems right now, I understand. I get it. I get being like, I still want to do things. I still want to be pretty, even though I don't have the money right now. I'm broke, blah, blah, blah. But we need to stop as a fucking culture, as like a collective. One, going on vacations we cannot fucking afford. Getting cosmetic surgeries that we cannot afford. Risking our lives for things like this because we cannot afford it. Like, it's okay to say that you're broke right now and you don't have it like that, because sometimes you're broke and you don't have it like that. And like all of these things that's scary is that people are paying in order to try to get a better life for these certificates that mean nothing and can destroy other people's lives. Like, and I understand, like, we want to be able to get out of struggle faster, and we want to, you know, like, there is that. But sometimes, like, I just, like, honestly, I just pick up all the shifts I can. That's how I do it. Like, you don't have to burden everyone else and scam people and hurt people and do all these things in order to get further in life either. Like, I feel like there's two sides of that coin. I feel like it's the greedy people who want to get out of their situation so quickly, and it's the people who want to feel rich. They just kind of come together and they're just fucking each other over, right? I honestly hope that a lot of these people go to jail. I hope that things, yeah, I hope they go to jail, honestly. I feel like this one was not the most informative version of the whole Veener thing. If you want me to do more like an in-depth video on this, I just wanted to talk about this because it was such a big deal and it was such an online thing before it became irrelevant. But yeah, that's my thoughts, my opinions. If you have thoughts and opinions, let me know down below, and I will talk to you guys like that. Like that. Do you wanna be? Yo, the Veener text.